Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 battlefield today as the Russians already are charging in against the French guns here, trying to take those out. They have nearly managed to take them out. That was a very, very close thing. But there you go, two little Russian Cossack units, or Cossack units really, trying to go in. Did fail to rout the guns, but they did in fact rout a Chevalier here, which was a little bit of a win, I guess. But yes, there you go, straight into the action in today's NTW 3 battle. And we do have an interesting one here for you today. This is a battle between two different corps. So it's the Eugene Corps facing off against the Tychikov, I believe, like corps for Russia. So you're going to see some fairly similar armies. I mean, Eugene has plenty of Italian troops, so we're going to see a lot of Italian troops, I imagine. I mean, there's some already over here, actually, if I quickly show you. I mean, there's already some, we've got some, like, Italian Laguerre here. We've also got some Italian Carabineers somewhere back here as well. There's some conscripts of the Royal Guard. There were some Carabineers over here, but I can't seem to find them. Oh, there you go, Velite Carabineers. But yeah, there's plenty of Italians here in today's battle, and they'll be taking on the Ruskies. So yes, they're facing the Great Bear of the North, the Russian army, and it'll be interesting to see how this one goes, that is for sure. And I've been told that this one is an epic battle that has plenty of comebacks and is a very, very close one, so definitely worth sticking around and seeing how this one goes down. So get yourself some snacks, get yourself some drinks, and prepare for some glorious cannon fire like that and some glorious Napoleonic action. And yes, I hope you guys are having a great day and are looking forward to sitting back and enjoying some epic line battles and some bayonet charges. And if you want to see more NTW3 content, feel free as well to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. It really does help out the channel. Looks like we have some more Cossacks over here as well, just, you know, scouting ahead, seeing if there's any way to get across here without being detected, and they are going to be wrong. The French have got most of the crossings now covered, it seems. We've got plenty more French over here. Well, I say French, plenty of Italians. Eugene was like king of Italy, so he did have a lot of Italian troops under his command when he was serving with Napoleon in Russia, especially. You got sappers here. But yeah, they were serving in a lot of different places, to be fair. But yeah, one of them famously Russia. And he was then obviously having to face the Austrians in his defense of Italy in 1814 as well, which did fairly well. I mean, he was a reasonably good commander, was Eugene. I'm not so sure about Tychikov. I'm not really sure how good a commander he was. I mean, he was a Russian. I'm not really so sure about the Russian like generals. Like, well, certainly not like Tychikov anyway. The more lesser known ones. The Guard d'Honneur here are Italians. They're pretty cool. I wonder if I was going to say, has anyone brought the Royal Artillery of Italy here? And someone has. So they are set up. They are pretty damn nasty as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Got some Italian dragoons here. Like I said, plenty of Italians in today's battle. We have another army back here somewhere. All the way hidden back here, it seems. And yeah, this one's made up of all sorts of, looks like more French troops, Croatians as well. Actually, being committed here. I didn't know that the Croatians were used. Farmhouse has been captured. I didn't realize it was a Croatian unit, but that's very cool. We've got the Cousins of the Emperor here. This seems like more of a French army. We've got Grenadiers to the line as well. One of my favorite looking units these boys are. Jean Pegot. Grenadiers at the line. But anyway, let us scoot back over to the other side over here. And as you can see, we have Russian cavalry here, trying to take on a square form of Velite Carabineers. They're not going to be succeeding. They're actually getting hit by artillery as well. It looks like by the 4-pounders over there. So yeah, they have been routed with those Russian dragoons. And the Italians will hold in their square. They are kind of surrounded by a bit of a sea of dragoons at the moment. Plenty more Russian dragoons available to come up though, and it looks like a little lance unit here as well. It's getting hit by artillery. As you can see, that is pretty nasty. Some actual French infantry here. They can't form square. So it seems like more of the Italian troops can form square than anyone else. I can hear more charging. It sounded like there was an order was given for a charge, but then they changed their minds. Looks like we're going to see a Russian cavalry trying to flank around, but the French are ready for this. They've got some Chevaliers here, all ready to go. I wonder if this Velite Carabinier unit is going to try and get in the building. I mean, it could if it wanted to. Most of the unit could. Maybe occupy that position. It would be a tough unit to then get out of the building. We will see, though. But yes, if you want to get involved in some NTW3 action or just want to send in your own replays, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description of this video. Everyone is more than welcome, even if you're a newer player or you're a veteran of NTW3, you are all more than welcome to join. And there you go, a brutal charge well, not a brutal charge, a brutal volley there by the French and the French artillery. Taking out that lance unit. That was really unfortunate. That, like, artillery shot just took out about 4 or 5 lances. Sent them packing. Yeah, the Russian cav out here having very little success. The dragoons here patiently will wait. I can hear more cavalry charging. Here we go. This is the Russian cav. It's going to do a... Looks like it's rushing to try and get to these Velite Carabiniers. They're going to form square. They are, and they're going to stop that cavalry charge just like that. And send them packing. There you go, killing a few cavalrymen. And there you go, look at that. The Russians actually managed to get into the building just before
this building has fallen to the enemy.
Just before the Velite Carabiniers did. That is really unfortunate. Now they're just going to open fire onto them. And yeah, that is very unfortunate. They're actually going to charge out, which is not a bad idea, because if they charge out and they can get them in melee, then the cavalry can come in and rout this unit quite easily. So really, the Velites want to form square. Actually, the Russians went back inside. I thought they might have gone with the tactic that I just described. But here you go, look at this. The Russian army has arrived. The infantry is on the way. We've actually had a little bit of a fight over here as well. Cavalry being routed on this side. Italian dragoons over here battling on. These are of the Guard Royale. So these are good dragoons. And they've actually sent packing at least 1, maybe 2 cavalry units of the Russians. Yeah, they have actually sent 3 packing. 2 dragoons and 1 lancer. I mean, this dragoon is still alive, but only for now. We have more dragoons here of the Italian dragoons. Coming up. And then there you go. Italians versus Russians today. There you go. And the Russians came in with another unit as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a Hussar unit. They just came out of nowhere and joined the fight, and now you can see the Russians sending in their dragoon unit again. Now they're the ones chasing the French. And I'm just going to say, I would imagine this Royal Guard Dragoon will go in and support. And there you go, it breaks the Russians just. And the French came out of that just about intact. They actually kept both their dragoons and routed so many more Russian ones. So really well done there by the French. And they've got all their infantry here set up, ready to go. I mean, I don't know why it's facing this way. The enemy is ahead of you. You need to be ready, boys. You need to be ready. Back over on the right-hand side of the battlefield. Russia is starting to appear. Looks like I don't know if they're in range, but they are just having a standoff at the moment, just across the river. Russian lines can be seen across the river line. More over here as well. I mean, I just stopped pounding these lines with artillery. And I think that's what the French are doing. Or they're dueling. They might also be dueling with the horse artillery here of the Russians. Glorious cannon fire there. I do love cannon fire. A bit of gunpowder in the morning is always a good way to wake everyone up. Smell it in the air today. Artillery still flying in though as well from the French, trying to hit these Russian lines. I mean, these Velite Carabiniers, they're just still out here as well, wandering about, you know, willing to challenge any foe. Mainly that cavalry. They probably formed square and killed a lot of cavalry off. And Chevaliers as well, trying to do their bit. We actually have a bit of a cavalry charge here. Got some Russian Cossacks that rush across the river, trying to go for the guns here, these 6-pounders. And the Chasseurs Cheval were like, nope, you have been denied. They killed them off. Some more Italian Chasseurs Cheval, along with some French ones. I just feel like I've got to know every nationality. This looks like a Bavarian artillery piece. It shows like the multinational army that the French army was. It was just like all of Europe by the point of like the Russian campaign against Russia. It felt like, I mean, willingly or against their will, they were fighting against Russia. I feel like certainly in the case of the Prussians and the Austrians, maybe against their will a little bit. Here we go, the French line's now moving up. We've got grenadiers, Italian grenadiers here. Grenadiers of the Royal Guard as well. They're sort of like light green uniform. Looking very, very nice. And over on this side, there's some Russian skirmishers harassing. Trying to inflict a few losses on the French. So it looks like they did actually. You need to be careful with that cavalry. Got some voltigeurs over here as well though to help. And over on this side, it really looks like it's getting very close. It looks like we're about to see a fight here in a moment. The Russian dragoons preparing there. You can see they're stacking up their dragoons. They've got 4 units here. I mean, they're taking on, looks like mainly chevaliers and dragoons for the French. So, I mean, it's going to be a fairly even match, but it seems certainly that the Russians have more cav. It seems that way, but maybe it isn't. They just seem to have like a lot everywhere. I guess they're just all in their white horses. They're very easy to distinguish. But yeah, both sides just getting ready. I think both sides just waiting for the deep plunge into the battle. And who's going to make that? Who's going to be the daring one? Who's going to make that first move? Is it going to be Russia? Is it going to be France? My money's on Russia. These guys seem like they are ready to go in first. Everyone back on the other side, on this side. Oh, I was going to say we just had a few musket volleys. There you go. And we actually have a cavalry unit coming in. That's just about broken just in time. As it goes for these 6-pounders back here. A lot of artillery, including the Royal Artillery of the Italians. Can't have that being taken out. And there you go. That cavalry's been sent packing. I guess technically also the first, like, musket volleys really of like the battle. Really, there's not really been any others. So, but we're still waiting on that first line battle. But it looks like, I mean, might be about to happen on this side. Who knows? The Russians keep edging forward. The French certainly have got no infantry here. They've got a general lack of infantry over on this side. They're actually now shifting. Looks like a lot of Italian legate in that direction to try and block off this assault that's coming. A little bit of a problem though for the Russians is that they haven't, I don't think they prepared for this other army over here. This is the like the far left Eugene army, and it's got the provisional troops from Croatia in there as well. So yeah, they've not prepared for this one. I feel like there might be a Russian army here getting 2v1. I'm not entirely sure. But the French on the other side, it seems like they've got themselves nicely boxed in, and they're kind of prepared for any assault from the Russians. There's only so many places that they can attack. The voltigeurs here, already opening fire. They can just about see their opponents through the forest. They are by far and away outgunned. And here we go. We're going to give a bit of a push on this side. We've got some Russians getting very, very close. So these like look like they're getting ready for a bayonet charge, perhaps. There you go. A few volleys now going off from the Russians. Here we go. The battle is getting underway, and I think it might be getting underway on the other side as well. There's still a few shots, but nothing too major just yet. Yeah, nothing entirely really going on just yet here, but here we go. The Russians really making a push on this side now, and both France and Russia are starting to engage. Lots of legare or light infantry here for the Russians going in.
Our general is under attack.
A general under attack, maybe just a wild musket ball, but here we go. Cavalry charge. As the dragoons of both Italy and Russia clash. It's a shame they got rid of the Italian faction, or at least I believe they got rid of it. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. I feel like they could have definitely kept it with the amount of Italian troops that there are. There you go. French cav did win, or French and Italian cav did win. The dragoons did rout though in the end. It's a bit of a shame. look at this. Here the hordes of Russia appear out of the gloom. They need to make sure that their units in the back don't shoot into the units in the front. Don't want any friendly fire. But they're already breaking grenadiers here of Italy. This is a big win here, I feel, for the Russians. Breaking that grenadier unit early on. What has been broken on this side? More Russian cav has been broken. But yeah, nothing really too much going on this side. It seems like the main push is going to come over here. But now, maybe the Russians do have enough. They're just kind of a little bit out of position, I feel. I think there might be two armies here. They're just a little bit out of position. On this side, they seem like they just got skirmishers ready to face a whole horde of French line infantry. Look at it all. Take it in. It looks glorious. The cousins of the Emperor himself coming forward. Any of these guys die, Napoleon will be very upset. Well, 2 have died already. 2 of his cousins dead. What a shame. And here we go. Russians coming in again. Are they... Oh, I thought they were coming for a bayonet charge. I thought they might be going in. Artillery's desperate. Got to get out of there. Here we go. We have got a little Russian cav unit coming in, harassing the Italian line infantry. They cannot form square. And the Lancers are going to get out of there while they still can. It's not a bad idea. And you can see the French just retreating because they are way out of position. They are still getting harassed by these Lancers, these Uhlans. Not letting them get out of there with a few casualties. Spear them all, boys. But I think they might be routed by... I don't know the Legate here. I think they might just about rout them. But they're also just slowing down units, allowing the Russians to get up there and get into a fight if they need to. Over on the other side, how is it going? It seems as though we also have a bit of a push over here by some Cossacks. Failed to actually rout the Italian Voltigeurs here. That is a big, big surprise. But yeah, starting to go over a little bit down here. We have another little Cossar. Why do I want to call them Cossars? I've clearly been playing too much Warhammer 3. Yeah, another Cossack push here. Looks like it's going to happen. Chasseurs coming in. And there you go. Looks like the Chasseurs routed the Cossacks as we expected. And now the Dragoons are going to go in against the Chevaliers. This is like German Chevaliers as well. And they look like they're going to be routed. Or if no, they're not. They look like they might just get out of there alive, but just about the Carabineers of the Royal Guard are waiting. It's good to see. Over on this side, it's not looking great for the French, who are still in retreat. Got more cavalry charges coming in here. Uhlans charging into infantry. It's like a infantry Legate Italian Dalmatia. So it's like a Dalmatian Italian unit. Very weird. But there you go. They have been repulsed, though the Russian cav is going right over here, but we have the first bayonet charge of the day. Not really a bayonet charge, just the Russians marching forward. Hardly a bayonet charge. Pathetic by the Russians. There you go. Got the Russian guns back here. 12 pounders being routed. We also have the Dragoons of the Royal Guard gone. And yeah, this is not good at all. And more guns about to get taken out here. These are the Guard artillery pieces as well. Oh, and they're going to be broken just like that. That is a shame to see. So the Italian Guard artillery gone. Most of the artillery in the center here is gone, really. And this general is under threat. This is Eugene himself. I imagine most of they all have Eugene, yeah, as a general. But yeah, one of the Eugenes is under threat. Looks like they have routed some Russian infantry, which is good to see. But they've got problems in the back now. The problems being Russian Dragoons. Major, major problems. I mean, they could just hammer and anvil any of these units that can't form square, and they're in real trouble. And if they do that, they break this French center, and it's in real, real trouble. I think we're about to see just that. I don't think these Russian Dragoons will let them out of here alive. Here we go. And there you go. Italian infantry stuck between the Russian muskets and the Russian sabers of those Dragoons. They're going to cut through them. Oh, maybe not. The Russian Dragoons actually broke first as Italians just about survived. My gosh. I mean, they actually lost their grenadiers to the Royal Guard there. They might return, but I doubt it as well. There's only 38 of them left. Still, a lot of casualties here, though, for the Italians, I imagine. They were getting shot at. If they could have charged in those charged in their infantry as well, they could have sandwiched them, and that would have been curtains, I'm sure, for that French army. But it got out there just about. Yeah, I'm going to lose this unit here. This is the air unit. I mean, they look like they'll lose anyway, and there's Velite Grenadiers here at the guard that need to get out of there. They are low morale. Fight on! Fight for Italy! Kill these Russian scum. The Russians will be saying the same. They're like, kill the Italian scum. Kick them out of our country. Brutal volley fire there from the French, and they've routed that unit. Now we've got more dragoons coming in, making sure this Legere here breaks. It actually did manage to break that line infantry, so good on them. Over on this side, seems as though again, not really any big infantry pushes, just a bit of cavalry to try and, you know, maybe just see what the French have. I say call them the defenders. They are kind of defending this point, this peninsula, as you will call it. And this is kind of where they're just going to hold for now. Chasseur Cheval moving forward. And plenty of line infantry now going over here to combat this bit, the Russian lines as well. So very, very good. But we will go back over to this side because this is where all the action is starting to take place. And the Italian infantry here is being pounded by volleys from the Russians and then the cavalry as well. And we've got some dragoons, the Royal Guard. They have returned, and they are ready to inflict some damage onto these Russian dragoons who have been causing so much havoc. Here you go. They're going to go for a charge, maybe onto the infantry. Maybe they'll get to the general as well. They did rout one unit there in the charge. They'll probably get a second one here. Got a second one. Will they get a third? I don't know, because the dragoons now of the Italians have arrived. Really, the damage has been done. They routed another 3 infantry units there. Very, very good. They might get out of there alive. I don't know. Getting shot by friend and foe, I think. Wow, they did just about. Very, very impressive. And this army over here is in real, real trouble. It's a bit out of position. Look at that. I've got some proper French infantry here fighting as well. These guys got to hold the line. Do what their Italian allies could not. There's still Russian cav, plenty of it as well out there. There's another one hidden over there. Yeah, it looks like we're going to see another charge here from Russian dragoons. They're going to go in. They're not slowing down. They look like they're going to go in for that dragoon of the Royal Guard there. Yep, in they go. And they'll break those dragoons, and this is the second time they'll be broken. I doubt they'll return this time. Yeah, down to 18, 17. Yeah, they'll probably break. But they did lose the dragoons as well. So, I mean, it's a bit of a win there for the French, that they aren't going to get charged by cavalry once again just yet. They get a little bit of the breather. But no breather for the infantry that's in a brutal firefight right now. Give them hell, boys. Give them hell. Good volley. So satisfying to watch a volleying of infantry just fire. About to do another one here. Fire when ready. Very good, very good. For the Tsar, I mean, yeah, I mean, the French right now are getting pounded. Personally think that the, usually the line fight favors France because they have better accuracy. The Russians kind of have a little bit more like melee attack and stuff like that. So I would imagine that eventually we'll see the Russians going for charge. I'd imagine. Or we'll see the Russians try and just outmaneuver the French, try and get and shoot them on the flanks a bit more. Try and hit them from multiple directions, because then they could maybe break them morale by hitting them from multiple directions. That is possible. Seems like the Russians are in range over here. Are both sides in range? They are. They just decided not to shoot at each other for a little bit first. barely see what they're firing over. They're like firing through the river, through trees. I can't imagine many of these shots are actually connecting with the enemy. But what do I know? Over on this side, it seems as though the French as well had a little bit of success routing another Dragoon here. Did lose their Chevaliers. We got some more Dragoons of the Royal Guard back here. No one bringing any real like heavy cav today, it seems. I don't know if it's available really for Eugene actually having. I don't think anything like Carabineers or cuirassiers are available, and I don't know Pitchkov. They are. It'd be cool if there were some like Italian cuirassiers. That would be such a cool unit. Like men in green, but with like a breastplate on. It would look awesome. Or like a cuirass, as I should really call it. Not a breastplate, a cuirass. That's how they get the name. Because of their armor. Oh, what a name this is! I mean, this is like the officer. He's a Guillaume von de Vondercourt, Infantry Leger Italian Dalmatia. Very, very nice. Hopefully they'll get plenty of kills. More Russian cav here, mounting ready. I guess just in response to the Italian Dragoons here. And there's also a big build-up. It looks like, yeah, I did imagine this was Military Grenadiers, Military Grenadiers, conscripts of the Royal Guard, and conscripts of the Royal Guard. These are all getting ready in column because I think they're going to make a push here hard. Here we go. We will stick around for this because I think this is where we might see a big push here by the French. Maybe. And the Russians and the French actually going for another cavalry charge over here. The French going in after these guns and succeeding to take them out with some chasseurs. And in goes some Chevaliers as well. They're going to break those sharpshooters. I mean, not much to gain from that. But it's not looking good back on this side either. We're seeing another charge here by the Russian cavalry. I think just trying to get in behind and go for a general, perhaps. I'm not really sure. Also looks like we're about to see Russian bayonets come forward. Here you go. Going in against just a Spanish infantry unit. There you go. I mean, Russians are coming forward now in numbers. We've got infantry pushing forward. They need to break as many of these on the before they get a charge off. Put a good volley into them. Try and see them off. Here we go. Another Russian charge here. And getting shots off. Do a bit of damage to that morale. There you go. Broke it instantly. Really nice. But the Russian cav is back. And it's actually going to get to Eugene here. Eugene is in real trouble. Being broken. And that is going to be a really, really damaging for this army over here. And they've got the... I like how they have the Croatian provincials in the back. That's kind of hilarious. Still didn't see any push here by the columns. I was kind of just keeping an eye on it as we were back over there. Yeah, the Russians instead decided to pull back. I guess maybe they just saw the columns forming up and knew what was coming. Carabineers, the Royal Guard, are they inside? They're just waiting out here patiently. And the Russians and the French are fighting inside. It looks like the Russians will lose. This French army over here, though, is looking real bad. Yeah, there you go. The French just took that building that we left. And look at this, the French, a massive retreat. The Russians have a really good firing line, and they just got like a bit of a crescent formation going on. I don't know if you can really see that, yeah, a bit of a crescent formation going on. Just firing on the French from multiple angles, and the French just can't deal with it. So they're going to go running. Maybe retreat to one of these one-pointers, I'm not sure. We'll come back over to this right flank now, because this seems to be where it's holding up a little bit. But yes, we'll keep an eye on both flanks, do not worry. But yes, I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's certainly been an interesting one so far. I'm looking forward to who wins this one. Like I said, they said it was really close. I'm excited to see how close it becomes. We are coming to about the halfway point. I mean, neither side are really too far behind. I mean, the French maybe a little bit because their army's in retreat. But yeah, I mean, the French are making decent progress on this side. It seems like they've eliminated a lot of cavalry here for the Russians. which they failed to really do on the other side early on. So we will see. I mean, like, maybe the Russian infantry here is just not as good. I mean, certainly, it seems like there's a lot more Italian, like, elites, as I say, like Velite Carabineers and, like, Velite Grenadiers and the conscripts of the Guard. Even though they're conscripts, they're still pretty good. Yeah, it feels like there's just, like, Carabineers, the Guard. It just seems like there's a lot more elite troops available in this army. Because sappers as well, they'll be pretty nasty in a fight. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, that is for sure. I mean, maybe the Russian infantry, they just isn't as good because they focus on cavalry. I don't know. Forming up here. Did a bit of a volley, didn't probably kill many Russians, just sending them packing, as you do. Over here, though, a bit of a musket volley going on. Got some Spanish infantry serving the French here. Guys can't form squares, so I mean, if the Russians are cav, and we're aware they can't form square, perfect unit to charge. It seems like they're losing this fight as well. Yeah, losing this fight ever so slightly. You can tell from morale. I also think maybe the artillery. No, actually, the artillery's not supporting. These are big guns that are being setting up here. It's like 12-pounders. And they can just shell all the infantry here that's down by the riverbank. And there you go. Look, this French army's got out of there just about alive. It's got a fairly decent amount of line infantry left. And it seems like the Russians, for now, are giving them a bit of a wide berth because I guess they just don't know what they're retreating to. They don't know what's back there. They might not think there's a. That's all. They might think there's more Italians or more French back there. They never know what they're falling into. A bit of a trap. But there isn't one just yet being set up. Yeah, this Eugene Corps over here. Well, I mean, they're all Eugene Corps today. Like I said, we are doing Eugene versus Tichkov. This corps, though, in particular, or this army, really challenging this Russian left, French right. I'm actually just thinking, I'd imagine like Eugene's corps would be about the size of the amount of troops that are here on the battlefield. I mean, usually most armies range between 2,000 and 3,000, so like there's four, it's like 12,000. That's to be actually on the small side of a corps, but like corps were between like 20 and 30,000, so depends like what army I guess you brought. If you brought like a really spammy army and everyone brought that, then definitely you could say that's like the size of a actual corps in IRL. But yeah, no, I mean 12,000, like something on the Russian retreat, that would be about the size of a corps, that is for sure. Got a little French cavalry charge coming across their chasseurs, going in. The Russian infantry failing to take out this cavalry unit, and they're going in. They're gonna get this artillery by the looks of it. I mean, actually, I say that as the Russian cavalry just comes descending in. It looks like that's also gonna, well, that might rout both Russian artillery and Russian cav. That is a big cavalry unit here, big dragoon unit that's waiting. Yeah, that nearly worked. That nearly worked there. Really nice little move there by the chasseurs, those Italian chasseurs. They nearly got to those guns. And they'll think twice about leaving those guns so unattended now with the Russians. I mean, they weren't quite unattended, but they were certainly needed guarding a little bit more efficiently. There's still plenty of Russian infantry and cavalry over here. It looks like the Russians are going to retreat into this forest. And I wouldn't, if I was the French, follow those Russians into the forest. You don't know what's in there. You know what surprises they've got ready. But who knows? But yeah, I feel like on this side the French having a little bit more success, but on the other side, like I said, the French really not having much success. I mean, this was 2 armies, I believe. So 2 armies is now down to, I guess, like the size of almost 1. It's not a good start. Grenadiers are going to have to prove themselves. And the provisional Croatian troops as well. 190 men. Doesn't mean they're good, though, being a large unit. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, if it was like the Grenadiers, where they are, they're 134 originally. That's a reasonably good sized unit. I'd say that's good. They're a solid unit. Here we go. French opening fire again. Tying the gare, getting a few shots. The Russians still retreating through this forest. It seems like they just wanted to join up with this Russian line here, which is not a bad idea. So we know where the next battle line is going to be. It looks like the French as well on this side are also starting to cross the riverbank. They're bringing over their troops, and they're going to just prepare for this assault here. They just want to avoid those guns, really. That's all they need to do. And the Russians also just need to be aware of those these Spanish infantry back here that are able to maybe do a little bit of damage. They need to be careful. They are very vulnerable to cav, though, like I did say. So it's not the end of the world too much for them. Here we go. French lining up. Firing in all these Italian troops here. Willing to die for their French emperor. Guard is all those columns of guardsmen that we saw earlier. I thought they might stay on the flank and just go for a big push. Might be worth it. And the Russians again dueling over here with the Spanish infantry. The Spanish infantry's just not up to it. They're just not that good. Getting defeated by a load of Russians in a line battle is never a good sign. Yeah, the line battle now taking place in this forest, which is really annoying because forest is the worst place to watch any sort of line battle. See the French off in the distance firing. Hear a charge somewhere. Not sure where, but there is one going on. I'm not entirely sure. I can hear something. Who knows? Who knows? Lots of French cav now smelling up around here. You know, just looking for an opportunity maybe to go in. Oh, not that there really is one going on just yet. Oh, they need to be careful. Here's what I think I can hear was charging. There's a Russian cav back here. A little Cossack unit. It's going to go in for the guns. We've got some 6-pounders here. And they're actually going to go for another guard artillery piece. Not another guard artillery piece being taken out. That is just not on. These poor guardsmen. They've been through a lot. And there you go. Looks like that's going to be taken out by the Cossacks. That is unfortunate. And yeah, there you go. They broke it. Are they going to get the other gun? No. Just not going to be saved by the chasseurs. There you go. Well done in the end. I mean, it's quite costly. They did lose a very good artillery piece. Again, seems like we're seeing a bit of a format. We've got cavalry on both sides here preparing. Both look like we've got dragoons ready. We actually have a little sapper there just daring to challenge all this Russian infantry as well. Here we go though. Line infantry against line infantry. It's going to be the standard procedure here for a little while, I feel. I feel like this is going to be a war of attrition. Who wins this? There's actually a little cavalry unit here of the Russians going by. What are the French doing out of the buildings? I thought they were already occupying that building, but no. Decided not to. The sappers now are just going to stand here. I mean, they can form square. They don't need to like worry about that cavalry at all. Just stay in square. You'll be fine. Anyway, back to the battle. Big cavalry charge now from both sides. So here we go, going after these guns. They might be saved. Again, the chasseurs getting in there, doing their bit. The guns are in combat, so they lose their carriages. And the dragoons of the Royal Guard also come in and help take them out. I mean, you could counter-charge. Maybe go for this artillery piece of your own. They have just given up their cavalry protection. Pretty sure these guns, what these guns had was that cavalry protection up there. So yeah, could counter-charge now. I mean, I don't know how many the Russians can form square. It might be worth going for a charge on them as well. And here we go, I can hear a charge now. Yeah, here you go. The cavalry did go for a charge on these guns because they have no cavalry protection of their own. And now these chasseurs can just go in behind. And they could threaten this entire Russian line. And they're actually going to go for the flank straight away. They routed that Russian unit. They need to be careful. They might just want to hold off and just, before they go in for the next one. Oh no, they're going in. They're not slowing down. They'll get this one as well, I imagine. They're both on low morale, but they might just about get it. Oh, they've rallied. And here we go. We've got the dragoons coming in off the Royal Guard as well. They're going in and they're going to try and rout as many of these Russians. And there you go. Great success here for the French, routing plenty of Russians in the center here. Some of the Russians able to form a square. Doing just that. I mean, they've occupied buildings up here, have the French, as we just quickly cut away. I'm sure you'll be very annoyed to see that. French occupied buildings up here, which is great, but this is not just giving up the, their position. I'm pretty sure you can see on the map when the enemy occupies a building. So there's more Velite Carabineers over here that can occupy that farmhouse. But yeah, I feel like they're giving up their position in the north there. The Russians now in a retreat, and I mean this entire flank over here has been routed. You can see the chasseurs are just going to milk those kills, get as many as they can, slashing with their sabers, killing as many of those Russians as possible. Now got some Russians on their way over here, desperately being mobilized. Another building being captured. That again is another one in the north. Again, like I said, it's not just giving away their position. I don't know. French here can open fire. At least some of them did. The troops here that were battling with the Spanish infantry have retreated. Same with the Spanish infantry. Looked like they'd retreated as well. This is not looking good. They seem like they've got too much cavalry now here on this flank and not enough infantry. Yet there was no cavalry to protect this flank when it was most needed. It was all on the other side. There's still a decent amount of Russian infantry, and a lot of these units should return. I mean, they won't be the same, but they should return. The Russians here will start their retreat. So you get to see that Russian army, those Russian armies that were challenging the French up here. But you can see this is the French army that was way over here. And it's managed to retreat, flank around, and it looks like it might be able to join up with the main French army. And even maybe attack the Russians from the north. So this is a major problem here for the Russians. I mean, they don't know it yet because most of these troops are hidden. So I guess they just don't know about this. But yeah, they might be about to lose this. I mean, they can actually see this general. If they can see this general, they know that they're close. Yeah, so there you go. I guess this is why they're keeping cavalry out here, because they're worried about this big flank that's coming. But there isn't like much cav. And I also feel like the French send most of their elite infantry in the wrong direction. I mean, they're sending a Verte good carabineer back, but okay, I guess it's just a basic like French like Italian infantry, but still. I think they've lost a lot of their good infantry in that army. Apart from those grenadiers. Grenadiers, they are glorious. Grenadiers, the line. Always a great sight. The Russians making another stand after their current setback. They've got their guns set up here as well. Some horse artillery here. These guys are going to be a point-blank range for some of the French. Probably can do some canister shots. Come on, boys, load up. You're getting shot at. There's literal Italian infantry just there, and they're actually going to make a charge. You need to fire now. It's now or never, boys. Fire when ready. Hit that canister. Oh, they're going to try and turn. Oh, I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to go into melee yet. That is a shame. The Italians just about got that, and they look like they'll silence the guns and take out this infantry, in fact, maybe. There you go, the guns have been routed, as has the infantry. Massive win there for the French taking out that gun. It looks like they might lose their infantry here. Decent volley there by the Russians to repel them. Cavalry over here, looks like it's gonna, it just says here, we're gonna rout more Russian infantry. And that's a tiny little chasseur unit causing so much havoc. It seems like the main defense is now around this church. Got some Verte grenadiers going in. Trying to take on this infantry. There is another gun here as well. I don't know if this is just a retreating one or what. No, that is actually like, I mean, it's retreating, but it hasn't routed is what I meant to say. So that's it. A big 12-pounder gun there that needs to be saved. Also we've got the dragoons as well retreating for the Russians. The Verte carabineers carry on. The Verte grenadiers carry on. These big angry Italians stabbing men. We've got cavalry coming in as well. Dragoons of the Royal Guard going in for a charge. Now counter-charged by the Russian dragoons. Going to send those Italians packing back to Italy. The Russians again charging these conscripts to guard their challenging here. Not the best guardsmen, but still some guardsmen. The conscripts did in fact rout those Russians there, and the French have been routed as those Verte grenadiers sent packing. The conscripts of the guard going in again. I think they'll get routed this time, yeah. The Russians holding, but barely. More dragoons. It seems like they have endless dragoons though, do the Russians at the moment. Endless cav. Lancers over here and more dragoons. Plenty to go around, it seems, for the Russian cavalry. And another Russian cavalry charge here. It said so many, and these French, I don't know if they formed square, but it doesn't seem like they did. They could have. It chose not to, and the Russian cav gave them an escape there. I feel like they were going to rout that unit. I'm not sure. Form square, there you go. It seems like the Russians are holding. I mean, the French, if this is all they've got, haven't got much left. The Russians don't seem like they have much either. Here we go, cavalry charge coming in. They're charging this Italian Legere here. It cannot form square. Oh, we got another Russian charge in the back. I didn't even see this one. There you go. Russia's going to go in. So Italian Legere here is in trouble. And these Lancers just going to pick off the Voltigeurs at the back, get some easy kills. And in the end, it doesn't seem like either of these charges can be that successful. Another one back here as well. My gosh, like I said, there's just cavalry everywhere for these Russians. I mean, these Spanish troops, they definitely cannot form square. They're in real trouble. There you go, one broken. The other one will break here, you imagine, as well. That is gone. I mean, those Voltigeurs have been routed now, but it's not looking good.
Our men are running.
The French over here making an assault. They're singing their grenadiers off the line. They've been sent in. My boys, get some kills. Break some lines of the Russians. Yeah, Dragoons here being broken as well. The French are certainly short on cav, massively short on cav. Line infantry getting point blank range. Let's have a volley, boys. Grenadiers still fighting on. There you go, broken another unit with the help of their infantry. They'll take Grenadiers broken here. Seems like these Grenadiers are just going to go on and on. There you go, finally broken. Now we got some Italian line infantry getting ready. The Russians, oh my god, it is so close. The Russian infantry, like the Russian centre is gone, but their flanks look strong against the French. The French actually retreating at the moment and worried about a lot of Russian cav. And the left, a mixed bag, I'd say. I feel like the Russians kind of holding in some areas, but not in the others. Certainly near the center, it's not looking good. Russia, why is he repositioning? He needs to do just that. Hopefully get some of these infantry back. He needs to rally them. Get them back into the fight. He needs to also get what cavalry he has left, because they do seem to have the most cavalry left to Russia. You need to get it in behind and do some hammer and anvils. Maybe go after a few generals. There is a, of course there is. There's a Dragoon unit over here. Like I said, there's just endless Dragoons, it seems, for the Russians at the moment. But the Russians going for a bayonet charge. Obviously, the Italian infantry here. Will they break it? Oh, just about. But they might be broken themselves. It's the Italian Legere trying to scare them off. Here we go. Charges from the Dragoons. A lot of this infantry cannot form square. Volleys will be relied upon here to break them. There you go, they broke those Dragoons just about in time. Incredibly close. Bit of a wasteful charge by those Russians. Got to use their cav wisely. The Russians here breaking more Italians. Well, you hope this Legere unit here is good, because it's now going into combat. I mean, the Russians going for desperate bayonet charges. Some of them paying off, some of them like this one not. Yeah, they're getting like, some of them just like charging at the wrong time and getting like a volley in the face. Got more conscripts of the Royal Guard here. This is a healthy unit. It's going to charge into the back of the Russians, and this will be painful for Russia. There you go, they're sent packing. Back to Moscow. There you go. Conscripts, the guard need to now probably storm this building here, take this from the Russians, and if they can use that then as a little defensive point, they might be okay. I mean, looking at the map, I mean, it seems like Russia has more units, but I guess maybe the French just have maybe some of the better ones in the shape of this conscripts, the guard. They probably have, I think they have a few other fairly elite units. I'm not sure. Haven't seen any other ones recently. The Emperor's cousins went disappearing at some point. No, maybe that's it. Maybe that conscript guard is the last elite unit. Carabiniers, the Royal Guard there for Italy, so that's a good unit. And they have some more conscripts out there. So they got about 3 or 4 good, solid units that could, like, do a lot of damage in melee. Oh, it's just, I mean, I guess a lot of the units as well as skirmishers are also not that effective. I mean, in my opinion, they're not that effective at this point in the game anyway. Here we go, charge infantry. This Leger here is in real trouble. It gets charged by Cossacks. And they will deal with them pretty swiftly. There you go, those Cossacks. Easy kills. Italian line infantry in here. Going in against the lights, but the Cossacks are happy about that. They'll come in and hammer and anvil them. Easy mop those line infantry up. Over on this flank now is the problem for the French. Sorry, for the Russians. There's a lot of French infantry here. Conscripts of the guard, will they form square? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. They could be in trouble, these Russian goons here. Got a decent charge off. I mean, look like they might break that Italian Leger there. But this conscript of the guard is holding strong. I don't even know if it has formed square, but even if it hasn't, it doesn't give a damn. It's like, yeah, screw it. We'll fight this cavalry. I think one volley from this Italian light infantry should rout the French. Rout the Russian cavalry. This conscripts of the guard though took a lot of casualties. Nicely done. Those conscripts just about hold on for now. Really do having these conscripts storm that building, but they're actually sending in Italian Leger. I mean, it actually looks like it should break these Russians pretty easy, looking at morale. Actually, well, then again, the French morale's not great, and they've in fact broken. It's a little, what's this, sapper unit back here? These guys might be needed. I'll bring them forward. I'll be bringing all my artillery forward as well. I mean, that one's actually got no, it's got no carriages to do so. It's not looking great now. It's a Russian unit all the way over here. This is, oh my gosh. They're never going to get this unit in time, you imagine. But yeah, the Russians, they're down to, I mean, their generals are very much on the front line now, giving that morale boost. Some good volleys there.
Our men are running.
French infantry now fighting in. We don't see much in the way of French infantry here today. Mainly it's those Italians leading the way. It looks like, I mean, if this charge here from a general goes in, he could probably break this infantry. Here we go. The slowest charge in the history of charges. There you go, they broke those French. And it is really close, but here we go. French troops starting to arrive. If they can close like the hands of this like the two sides of these attacks here, and break and maybe kill a general, that'll be great. They win it then. Russia's like barely holding on. Broke that line infantry nice and easily. Broke this Russian one as well easily. And they've got like one out-and-out infantry left over here. They've got one cavalry unit, which I'm surprised has not been committed yet, but we still have some Ullans here that are still yet to go in. And then just a lot of skirmishes. Oh, and we still have the infantry in this building as well. Listen in now. There's more light infantry. These guys are kind of just getting shot at as they go into the building. So it's not really doing great stuff for their morale. They've been routed. Maybe this unit will just kill off the entire French army. It might do that. You never know. What the French could do with one cavalry unit, they could mop up all these lights, perhaps. But here we go, waiting for a charge. Russian Ullans, sorry, is going to the back lines. Velite Garabinier is going to defend the flank. They can form square. Fortunately, this one can't, and that's on the flank. And neither can some of these other Italian infantry. They've finally taken this building. So there you go, that's something. Here we go, Russian Lancers going in. Will they get a charge off? Who knows? Yes, they did, but they broke instantly. What a shame. And that is probably it for the Russians, you imagine now. So I'm just going to fast forward. It looks like they're sending in their generals as well. They know it's over. They've lost their cavalry. They've lost the chance of winning this. But my gosh, was it a close one. What a fight by the French and the Russians. I mean, a really evenly matched battle, that's for sure. Tychkov there against Eugene. And yeah, that is kind of it. That is the battle. I mean, there is like, I think 5 minutes left, but that's, imagine them trying to go over here to take this one unit out, but I'm not entirely sure. But I will make a cut here, and I'll see you guys in a moment for the end results. So there we are back at the end results, and as you can see, the French did technically win. It was actually down as a draw because they didn't manage to get over to that last Russian unit, but I would count it as a win for the French. They did just about beat the Russians. It was a close one, like I said. This one was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon, who was playing as one of the French armies, getting just over 1,000 kills. But taking a lot of loss as well, just over 1,100 as well. So a really rough game for him. Well done to him, to Chaslock, to Sniper Smith, and to Swifting. All did a really good job. Swifting having a bit of a rough game, getting only 500 kills. But yeah, a really tough game for the French here today, that is for sure. Well done to Richard Lionheart, to Jacques G, and Azure, who are all playing as the Russians. Azure getting the most kills, 1,400. Out of anyone here today, and Jacques getting just shy of 1,100 as well by 1 kill. But we'll quickly have a look at some of the unit stats. I mean, it's one of the live infantry getting 188 kills, very good. Another one getting 146. Grenadiers the line getting 107 kills. Some good to see them doing well. But yeah, there you go. There are some of the kills today, and I hope you guys did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment show support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.